Hey, if you're a fan of post-apocalyptic vibes, you're in the right place. Today, I've prepared a list of post-apocalyptic movies and series set to premiere in 2025. A future full of devastation, survival, and unexpected twists. Let's see what awaits us in these upcoming releases. Number 9. Greenland Migration. Greenland Migration is an upcoming American survival thriller directed by Rick Roman Waugh, which is a sequel to the popular 2020 film Greenland. It is scheduled for release in early 2025, and the cast will again feature Gerard Butler and Marina Baccarin, playing the roles of members of the Garrity family. Following the events of the first film, the surviving family must leave a relatively safe bunker in Greenland. They face a difficult journey through a devastated and frozen Europe, where the struggle for survival becomes even more desperate. Traversing the desolate wilderness, the Garritys will face dangers not only from humans, but also from the harsh instant death. Number 7. The Last of Us 2. The second season of The Last of Us, inspired by the second part of the iconic game, will debut in 2025. The plot takes us 5 years after the events of the first season, where Ellie and Joel are trying to find their way in a new and uncertain reality. Although it seems that the worst is over, the dark shadows of the past begin to pursue them, and the world they are trying to make sense of turns out to be even more violent and unpredictable than ever. The cast will return with Pedro Pascal as Joel, Bella Ramsey as Ellie, Gabriel Luna as Tommy, and Rutina Wesley as Maria, creating dynamic characters in the face of an ongoing struggle for survival. Number 6. Blade. Ever since Marvel Studios announced the remake of the iconic Blade series about the dark vampire hunter, fans have been eagerly following all new information about the production. Unfortunately, the project encountered numerous problems. Delays were caused not only by budget cuts, but also by screenwriters' strikes and changes in the creative team. Expectations for the film were high, especially after it was announced that the role of Eric Brooks, known as Blade, would be played by two-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali. Also joining the cast were Aaron Pierre and Mia Goth, whose participation generated even more excitement. The actress is considered one of the most intriguing stars of the younger generation. Although the plot of the film is still a mystery, it is scheduled for release in 2025, if everything goes according to schedule this time. Number 5. Mad Max: The Wasteland. Tom Hardy will play the role of Max Rokitansky in the spectacular action film directed by Oscar-winning director George Miller. This post-apocalyptic picture, for which Miller is responsible as director, co-writer, producer, and editor, marks the 5th installment of the cult series. Mad Max: The Wasteland takes us on a journey through a desolate, devastated world, even before the events known from Fury Road. The film focuses on Max's struggle to survive in a dangerous, harsh environment. His only companion on this merciless journey is the iconic V8 Interceptor, and Max must face the brutal nature of humanity, plunged into desperation and darkness. Number 4. The Walking Dead: Dead City Season 2. The Walking Dead spin-off is back with a second season, which will debut as early as next year. The production continues the fate of two well-known characters, Negan, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Maggie, played by Lauren Cohan Dott. In the new season, tensions in the power struggle over post-apocalyptic Manhattan reach a boiling point, with Maggie and Negan standing on opposite sides of the conflict. But their paths begin to intertwine, and the situation they were trying to escape turns out to be far more complicated and harrowing than they might have thought. Number 3. El Eternauta. El Eternauta is an upcoming Argentine television series created by Bruno Stagnaro, based on the comic book of the same name by Hector Germán Oesterheld and Francisco Solano Lopez. The story of Eternaut begins when a strange snow begins to fall in Buenos Aires, killing everything it touches in an instant. The survivors must dress in gas masks and layers to protect themselves from death and fight an increasingly brutal, invisible force that tracks their every move. One survivor, a man named Juan Salvo, emerges as the leader of the resistance against an unimaginable threat. The series is scheduled to arrive on Netflix in 2025. Number 2. I Am Legend 2. I Am Legend 2 Inches will be a sequel to the 2007 blockbuster about the fate of Robert Neville, a scientist and sole survivor in a desolate New York City, struggling with monsters that used to be human, but now, through a strange virus, have become aggressive beasts. In the sequel, Will Smith will return to the role of Neville, suggesting that the filmmakers will decide to skip the cinematic ending from the first installment and base the sequel on an alternate version of the finale in which the protagonist survived. In addition to Smith's return, the film will also feature Michael B. Jordan, introducing a new character to the dark tale. Number 1. 28 Years Later. 28 Years Later, the sequel to the 2002 cult horror film, will be the first installment of a new trilogy. The production is rapidly expanding, with Cillian Murphy joining the cast to reprise the role with which his international career began. The actor, today one of the most important names in Hollywood, is returning to a series that has been enjoyed by fans for years. The film will be a direct sequel to the events of 28 Days Later. Danny Boyle will once again be behind the camera, and the script will be created by Alex Garland, the duo responsible for the success of the original film. That's it for our post-apocalyptic premieres of 2025. Which movie or series caught your attention the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest releases.